gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I just want to get in and start rapping already.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I mean, I love that jam. I mean, it's came from Tennessee and didn't want to see. Just can flow just a little bit with that one, you know. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets Radio Show. I'm your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi. Oh,
what's happening, Mimi?
how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm alive, healthy. I'm still here. I'm blessed.
I'm telling you. And, you know, we don't have that corona.
No, I've personally not known anyone that has it.
Neither me.
I've known family members that know
Right.
other people or are distant relatives that I don't know, but I don't personally know. But, I mean, God bless them all. My mother is a nurse. She's at the testing sites.
God bless them.
Yes. We haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
So happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and everybody that's a mother. We want to say belated, happy belated Mother's Day. I'm telling you. Happy Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a good one, too. You know?
Yes.
It got to be awesome to be a mother, huh? Nothing like a mother.
No.
Where would we be without our mothers?
Where would we be without women?
Hey,
Period.
I don't want to be here.
Period.
And that's our financial planner. She's in. Rochelle
Yes.
Smith.
Oh, hi.
How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I am doing good. Glad that you came in today.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has.
I mean, hey, so we got it in the building, you guys.
Safer at home is what they said, so we were at home.
Absolutely.
Yes, everybody got
You
it.
see, we follow the rules because we don't want the curve to no longer be a curve. So we're trying to respect in everybody.
But everybody don't do it.
You got to respect everybody.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying, I'm watching now a lot of people that everybody's out. I'm just like, continue to keep doing what you're doing and go home. I'm just fortunate I'm able to work. I'm working, go do a little shopping, and I'm out.
And on Mother's Day, there was a lot of people that had a lot of functions going on in their home. I saw a lot of cars and a lot of properties. I was surprised, actually. I'm like, wow, they're bold. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
But, crazy story, real quick. I know a woman that had teenagers coming in and out of her home, and she kept telling her kids, please start bringing your friends over. They got COVID because of one of their teenage friends.
What?
And she was so mad at the children. She's like, hey, you guys are not taking it seriously.
Well, but then it had to be up to her.
Yeah.
After time,
About control
kids,
as a parent.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, what Mama said, wasn't nobody coming in the house. Wasn't nobody coming
Nope.
in the house. It got real nasty out there. She was cool, So we got a lineup for today.
Yes.
It is Wealthy Wednesday with Rochelle Smith, MBA-CFP, transition money coach, AIM financial education and consultant. LLC, stock market, finance, IRS, providing Jesus Christ, service insights in the coronavirus.
Oh,
you all,
gosh.
I mean,
Really?
girl, this girl.
All of that?
All of that. So you guys, y'all stay tuned to Rochelle Smith. How you doing, Miss Smith?
I'm doing very well.
So we're gonna talk a little
I'm
bit about
healthy,
money.
and I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Okay.
Yes.
And,
We have a lot of
I
questions.
have no complaints. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in front of me,
Nice.
and I get questions in my inbox. And
Give us one
I
before
just try to
we
answer.
go to the next person. Give us something that what they've been inboxing.
Yes,
you.
a question.
So now that the economy, they're trying to restart and bring people back to work. There are people who've been out of work for the last, say, month or month and a half, and they have not started their unemployment. But now they're being called back to work. So they're like, okay, I'm being called back to work, but what about that month and a half of unemployment
Right.
that I haven't gotten yet? Do I not get it? And so there's some confusion around that. It's really the month and a half that you are out, you are supposed to get your unemployment. Now, if you don't feel good about going to work because you don't think it's safe, it's really up to your employer, and they are calling it a suitable. It needs to be suitable. If your employer is keeping it clean, keeping people distanced, and it is suitable for you to work in, then you need to go to work. You can't sit on unemployment.
Okay. Hey.
So, of course, you have to be at your job long enough in order to get unemployment.
Yeah, but with
That's
the
90
corona,
days, ain't it?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to ask. Yeah, is it 90
and-
days?
Yeah,
Okay.
and with the corona, there are so many people who were eligible. So people who may not have been eligible before, like if you drove Uber, you could have, gotten
Interesting.
on unemployment. Different gigs in the past were not able to get unemployment.
Wow.
This time, due to this pandemic and the CARES Act, it said that they could.
You hear that, guys?
Who ever thought the United States can get hit this hard?
Right.
I thought we would
We're
never
stronger
be able
than
to.
that, right?
But you know what? Believe it or not, United States always have a plan. I mean, I'm saying the way they want to go, nothing is taken by surprise. That's my third.
Yeah, but they always give us money and then they take it back. So it's like, here's your money, but you got to give it back to me. Well, I don't want it in the first place then. I don't want to be set up.
Well, we spending people. We like to spend.
We have enough money to pay everybody's mortgage and everybody's power for 2 months at least. Look at the other countries. They're paying everybody's stuff.
We make our own money.
No, I plead the fifth.
Nurse V will be coming up too. She'll be coming up around 10,
Yes.
15, you guys. She's going to keep us updated on the corona and all that kind
And
of
on
stuff.
on sites here in Orlando.
Yeah.
It's still going on.
Yes.
Sports
It
highlights.
should.
Sports highlights.
Yes, Alexis, we need this.
Yeah, Alexis.
Save
she'll
us.
be in it, I'm telling you. I've been watching The Last Dance.
Have you?
It's so good. It's so
it's
good.
Michael Jordan and the rest of them.
It's so good.
Wow.
Mike was that man.
This, to me, and I'm going on record, this is why you all should stop saying is LeBron better
Yes,
than Mike.
right.
Like, it's not.
Hello.
Like, he's killer.
Yes,
he
he
will
is.
find a reason to come back and put it to you.
Yes, he will. Mike did not play. He wasn't the
Come
best
on.
for no reason.
Love LeBron. I
Yes.
love
Yeah.
LeBron.
LeBron
but
the beast. Yeah.
He's a newer generation hero.
yeah,
Michael
but
Jordan
Mike
is a lot
is
old school.
forever.
Yeah.
He's
hate when
just
He
forever.
changed the game.
Yeah.
So you guys keep it locked. And plus, you guys, it's Stevie Wonder's birthday today.
Is it? How old is he?
Yes, 70 years
70.
old.
70?
Yeah, so
Yes.
we're going to be playing some of the best Stevie Wonder songs, you guys. So keep it
Yes.
locked right here on Peace on the Streets. I'm going to be jamming my favorite right here on Peace on the Streets with your boy, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
And your favorite certified financial planner, Rochelle Smith.
Stevie Wonder, let's do it, baby. Yeah. So what's going on, Mrs. Smith?
So listen, I want to tell you all, because I know people are out there wondering, like, what's happening? Is the economy going to go open back up?
Right.
Is the world going to end?
Uh-huh.
And, I guess it depends on who you ask. So some people are ready to get out, ready to go, ready to get back to work.
Right.
And other people are saying not so fast. So there is another stimulus package or something of the nature supposedly coming. And they're going to call it the HEROES Act, HEROS, the HEROES Act. So the House, which is mostly Democratic, has created this $3 trillion bill that they want to pass. And so what will happen in this bill, what we know so far, is that what will happen in this bill is that everybody will get stimulus checks again. So if you're under a certain income level, you get the $1,200. But the previous one, remember, if you had kids, you got $500. Well, they're going to try to take that to $1,200 for kids as well. And so a family can get a max of up to $6,000 under this new bill. Now, again, this is what the House is recommending. They're also recommending that the people that are eligible, before you had to have a social security number, now they're saying it doesn't require that you have a social security number to get payment.
Whoa.
What? Now you scammers now. Don't think they're gonna come back. Ain't gonna come back and get you, man. You might be with this foolishness, but hey,
Yeah.
later on you might have them handcuffs on.
It's
you.
not
I'm
worth
just
it.
saying, man.
They want this. I mean, $3 trillion. It just doesn't even seem like it's imaginable,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. I
So
can't even
they
count that.
have stuff in there for voting, money set aside for voting, because I think they want people to be able to vote by mail.
Okay.
For whatever reason, it seems like Democrats are okay with voting by mail. Republicans are not okay with voting by mail. They have things in this bill for the states to get money to distribute to, small businesses. So there's
Okay.
a whole bunch of stuff in there. Now, that is being done by the House, which is full of Democrats, and they'll vote on it at some point. It then has to go to the Senate. The Senate is majority Republican, and they have already said that bill is dead on arrival. So I think that this is just where they start to go back and forth, right? So they may say, I like this part of the bill, I don't like that, and then they kind of go with the back and forth. But as I understand, the Senate is not even going to really kind of look at this or vote on this until sometime in June. So I don't want anybody to sit around thinking that they're going to get another check
I was all excited.
anytime soon.
I kind of like it's too good to be true. Man, what's the catch?
Yeah. Well,
Are you going to charge me interest?
I don't know if it's too good to be true. I just don't know if everybody's going to go for it. And clearly they're not going to go for it as it is. It's just not going to pass the Senate. They're already saying that it's probably dead on arrival. But it's a, I guess, a start to the negotiating.
Right. And then the people should, and this is when you supposed to look at the people that's going to want to pass that when it's time to vote, saying, okay, what's the person that's going to benefit what I'm doing. A lot of times we just give people our vote and we don't even know their agenda.
No, we just hear their name and just because we remember their name.
Right, and you got to find out like who's, and I know everybody is different, and I'm big on education.
Yes.
So, you know, people that are in favor of education and doing things in communities and getting schools funding that they need, I'm kind of that person.
Okay.
Or that's one of the things that I'm about. And so I think you have to really look at this time that we're in. Like, it's one of the hardest times in this country in recent history. And you have to say, okay, who fought for the people or who fought for big business? Because this last package, if you recall, a lot of the small people got nothing.
Okay.
It was all the big businesses.
And they were taking from the little business because it was supposed to be for small businesses.
Some of them have returned their money.
They got some nerve.
Yes.
When I've heard the corporations, that were saying we received what?
Yeah. But think about it. It said that your business had to have under 500
Why can't they get
employees.
fined for that though? They should have. They should have some. You know.
I don't know that they were wrong
really
because it
said
said
it was not the business people fault.
Right.
I mean, hell, the money.
Well, it's their lawyers, the one that's in charge, whatever they make it happen. But
it was who made that law pass. That's whose problem it is. Because you got money sitting here, and you set up a law for me to be able to get it. It's not.
But they specifically said small businesses.
Well, under 500 people. But think about it. If you had 5 businesses. And all 5 of your businesses had 20 people, then this business had 13. So that's why if you go look, you can see a person's name show up 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 because they have different businesses. They apply for all their businesses and all their businesses got funded. That's not against the rules.
Yeah.
If you have money, you can get more money.
Right. And if you were like, and I hate to keep throwing their name out there, like Ruth's Chris that got 20 million. You know, if you are my big client at my bank, I'm speaking as a bank, not as me, at my bank, and you have millions of dollars with me and you're applying for PPP, of course you're going to have a special team that's dedicated to helping you get your paperwork done and getting your stuff put through before Mrs. Smith, who comes in, you know, living paycheck to paycheck.
That's right. So you guys keep it locked. The Peace on the Street radio show. We have a lot to talk about with our financial planner, you guys, Rochelle Smith.
Okay.
Yes! We finally got to do it.
And your boy,
We're
Prince
back.
And your girl, Mimi.
That's right, you guys. We got another Stevie Wonder jam coming up. I dreamed that I got life in prison.
Oh.
I wound up killing somebody. Oh. And I mean, this dream seems so real, but at that time I had got nothing but rest. I watched Judge Judy 48 Hours and Last Day.
48 hours got you, friends.
That's what happened.
That's what, you know, 40 hours gets me scared of the world.
That's what happened.
But it does keep you on your toes to know how crazy people, what capability they have.
I mean, 18, 17, 16, how brutally they can just kill you just unconsciously over $200 over just a couple of pills. I mean, so I was in the restroom, and so this dream was so real, and I was like, I hope it's a dream, and I can hear a voice saying, "No, going, yeah." So, I can hear it. plain as day. So I asked them as they taking me in, can I use the restroom? So, when I woke up, in the restroom. I'm jumping
Okay,
and
so
shouting.
let me ask this question.
Yeah.
What did you have before you went to bed?
Oxtails, probably. Some nasty ones, too.
Some bad meat.
Oh, man.
It's not good for your brain.
Yeah.
Or a drink
No, I hadn't had nothing to
you
drink.
had
It
a
was the
bad
more nasty
dinner.
oxtails. They was nasty.
that went to your brain and it just didn't.
But then watching so many episodes of 48 hours, man, that thing.
You
But I was,
actually killed somebody. Okay.
yeah.
That's scary.
But you
I
know
know
what?
myself.
I was so glad to wake up from that dream.
Wow, felt that
thank
real,
God
huh?
that was a dream.
Yeah.
I felt that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
thank God for life. Thank God I'm black here. I was locked up for life for 2 hours.
It was
Yeah.
all the dream.
It was, and I used to work. I was a killing magazine.
That's not the lyric.
Yeah,
We got Wealthy Wednesdays with Michelle Smith
Hi.
in the building.
Listen, okay? I'm going to let you guys choose where we go. We're either going to talk about the question that I got about credit cards or stock market.
Oh,
or
no.
both. Which one?
Credit cards, credit cards, credit cards, credit cards, credit cards.
I got
credit
stocks
cards.
over here. I
I
got credit cards.
gotta say stocks because
Can we have a little mixture? we have a time.
Okay.
we have a good question by Anil, our production.
Yep. And his question was, has the stock market hit the bottom? Ugh, I don't know.
Rock bottom.
But what I do know is that in March, the stock market, well, let me not say that. Prior to the news about the pandemic, the stock market, meaning like the Dow, it was on its way to 30,000. It was like at 29,000. During this whole pandemic, stay at home, stay safe, and people were dying, and they still are,
Yeah.
not making light of it. But when it seems really, really bad, we went from 29,000 on the Dow to 19,000. That means stocks, not across the board, but in different industries were cut like in half, some more than half, especially travel,
Right.
airlines,
Hotels. Makes sense.
restaurants, cruise ships,
Yes.
all of those things were cut significantly.
I'm sure.
Okay?
Movie theaters, AMC. You heard about that, guys? Amazon might buy
Cut.
AMC.
We don't know. Let's see what happens.
We can have our movies in theaters.
Cut significantly.
Wow.
And so, if you are what's called a contrarian, where you think the opposite of what everybody else was thinking, you would have taken your money and you would have gone and you would have shopped that sale, right?
Yes.
Because you want to buy cheaper.
Absolutely.
You want to buy less when things are less expensive. Now, as of today, we're back at about 24,000. So, April was the best month in the stock market since 1987.
No way.
So if you were a bottom feeder or low, got in when you should have, when things were, when you didn't make yourself crazy, so far we're up almost 5,000 points, just like that. Now, is it going to keep going up over time? But it's definitely going to be a bumpy road. Like today, Dr. Fauci said something about, hey, this could not be over soon, or
Right.
he said some things, and that affects the stock market because it seems like
does.
people really do respect Dr. Fauci's
Yes.
point of view, and so it's kind of like, okay, not so fast. And of course, we're not out of the woods. The numbers are still going up every day. They're not going down. They're going up every day. So obviously, it's still going to be a rocky road. And just because you didn't get in at when it was 19,000 doesn't mean that you should not start getting in today, because still, if we're at 24,000 on the Dow and it was 29, we still have a ways to go to get back to that high level. And not to say we're going to do it in a month or 3 months, but over time, it's going to get back.
So how much do you actually invest? Like, how much is it worth? How much do you need to put in to make it worth it?
So it depends. You can put in, listen, if you had put in $100, you might have $200 today.
Just like that, just 100, just like that.
Yeah, it could be 100.
Got it.
It could be, whatever. You want to be serious about it, though. So if somebody comes to me and they say that I have like $100 or $200, then I'm going to have a lot of questions. I'm going to be like, okay, so what are we investing for? Because you're giving me $100. That's not necessarily a lot to start with,
Yes.
but it doesn't mean I'm going to turn you away. It just means I don't want to see you back here for Christmas saying you need this $100 back. You know what I mean? Like, how
'Cause if it's-
serious are you?
Putting up 100 is kind of like, well, why bother?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah. And if you start with 100, then I want you doing something monthly. Okay, so you're going to start with
Got it.
100, then what are you going to do every month? Are you just going to put this 100 in and go away? Or are you going to put 100 in this month and then 50 next month and 50 next month?
That
like,
sounds
what
ideal.
What are you doing here? Because just putting down $100 and walking away, that's not serious investing.
Got
Okay.
it.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets Radio Show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl Mimi.
This is a heavy production.
Late night, feet up, ride round, still up, peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South and your girl Mimi. And they make it look way too easy. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in. Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation. Yeah, grab your guy, grab your lady. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.